to this special edition of Aero India 2017. Day 2 saw Anil Ambani, the chairman of Reliance Group, don a G-suit and take the French jet fighter Rafale out for a spin.
Dassault, the maker of Rafale fighter jets, already has a joint venture with Reliance Defense. Dassault is looking at more such joint ventures in India and is willing to provide their production line of the Rafale fighter jet if it wins more defense contracts for the fighter aircraft in India.
Yes, first of all, we are happy to be back in Bangalore after the contract was signed last year for 36 aircraft. We will start to deliver Rafale aircraft in 2019 for the first deliveries.
Okay, you already have started. Joint venture process in India. You already have a joint venture with an Indian company. Your partners have also started signing joint ventures for the offset obligations. Can you just give us an overview of this process which we have initiated?
Yes, of course. We have started to work hard with our partners, and we have created a JV with Reliance, but we are also open to discuss and give some work to other companies, in particular with SMEs. We want to have local suppliers to work for us, and we really want to have a footprint here in India, and this is why we have this JV with Reliance, but Thales, Safran and MBDA, who are part of the contracts, are also working with their partners to be able to be associated in partnership here in India.
So when will this joint venture start delivering the offset obligations? Can you give us an idea about that as well?
Well, we are working on the schedule, so I cannot give you a detailed schedule right now because it will be defined in the following weeks and months.
Right.
But we expect to have first deliveries of parts in 2018 to be on time for the deliveries of the aircraft.
You know, one interesting phenomenon that we have seen is that R&D is an integral part of any defense process, right? So do you think that R&D with Indian defense space will get a boost because of the tie-ups that has happened with Rafale and Indian companies?
Yes, I think so, because Rafale is really the top high technology fighters worldwide. And we expect also that the joint ventures and the wish and the will of the French company to be here in India will also allow some future development here in India. So I think it's a real opportunity both for India and for the French companies to develop their relationship.
Will you also look at more joint ventures in the future if required? You currently have a joint venture with Reliance. Is it possible that Dassault might have more joint ventures and tie-ups with Indian companies?
Why not? It's possible, but we want to base our footprint here in India with Reliance. Doesn't mean that we will not work with other companies. We will work with other companies, but we will organize ourselves through this JV to have this footprint really in India.
My last two questions, sir. You know, as far as the Indian defense orders are concerned, there is a twin engine project which is coming up, as well as a project on Navy. Will Rafale be pitching for these projects that the Defense Ministry is likely to release very soon?
As far as the Navy is concerned, you know that the Rafale is the only aircraft worldwide to fit for its own country, the Air Force and the Navy. So the Rafale is fully adapted from design to be able to cope with the missions of the Air Force and the Navy. So for sure, now that the Rafale has been selected for Indian Air Force, we will push that Indian Navy could also have the opportunity to fly the Rafale on board their aircraft carrier.
You know, we have been talking to several aircraft manufacturers, and they have been actually offering production lines if they win contracts in India. Would Dassault also pitch for a full production line in India if you win more orders?
Yes, we had this way of doing manufacturing here the Rafale with 126 aircraft. Now we have the first 36 aircraft, so it's a good start. But we expect to have more orders in order to have a better depth of production and manufacturing here in India. So the answer is yes, we wish and we want to have this capability here in India. Will depend on the number of aircraft ordered and maybe also some exports. We will see.
Hindustan Aeronautics Limited is one of the biggest defense PSUs in the country. The company is getting ready for a 10% disinvestment in the coming months.
The current order book is not very encouraging, but we have completed the Hawk order. That's about 99 aircraft are delivered. We have Sukhoi, the major manufacturing division. That would go up to 2018-19. We had to deliver about 36 aircraft of Sukhoi. With that, the fixed wing will get over.
Right.
Helicopters, we had 159 contract, and we would be closing that contract numbers by 2017-18. But the future, what we are looking at is there is a likelihood that we have completed the discussions for 73 more advanced light helicopter. As you are seeing that HCT-40, we look around a quantity of 100 plus, and as you are all aware that BAC has cleared 83 LCAs. So this is the order book for our future. I think it would take...
in terms of valuation, what kind of order book that HAL has as of now in your books?
The current order book, which is fixed, is to the tune of 46,000 crores.
That's a large order book.
No, for an aviation industry, it's not large order. I turn around 20,000 crores every year. So the 46 is for 2.5 years.
Right. So tell us what kind of export orders that you are looking at. Do you think that you'll be able to take any export orders within the next couple of months?
We are the largest defense export company, right? And we deliver the Airbus doors. Every alternate aircraft in this single aisle Airbus is having passenger doors of HAL manufacture.
Right.
We do defense and civil exports to Boeing. Further, the platforms which we are exporting is the Dornier. Okay, we just gave a few green fuselages to Ruwag, and Maldives and Malaysia. We have given the platforms, and also we are exporting ALH, Advanced Light Helicopter, Cheetal.
So that will be around 1,000 crore plus order book on export side.
Today we are at about 500 crore plus order book on the exports.
Okay. So my last two questions. One of the companies which has been proposed to be a big candidate for disinvestment is HAL. The government had initiated the process. When do you think will this process be completed? And where is it now at the moment?
We are preparing the requirements as per the government guidelines for delisting 10% of our shareholding.
Yes.
The process is on. Right. Maybe in the near future it should happen.
Within this calendar year itself, or within this financial year?
I wouldn't be guessing it, but we are prepared about that, and anytime as per the instructions.
My last question, so at what valuation will this happen? Some analysts believe that it's 20,000 crore. Would you agree with that kind of valuation, or do you think that valuation will be much more?
No, it would be, I wouldn't guess anything unless the valuation is done properly. So let's see. No, we are not in a hurry to get this out.
We'll step into a short break now. Coming up on the other side, Boeing tells us why their wide-bodied aircrafts are selling like hotcakes in India.